Happy New Year! It's January 5th, 2021, and we are at the Silurian Lake Bed, which is north of Baker and south of, where is it south of?
Death Valley.
Death Valley. And we are camped in the Dry Lake Bed off to my right. The Death Valley is way in the distance behind me. And we're just having a great time here in the desert. For some little slot up there that you've got your eye on.
Right.
Okay, in the Silurian Hills.
So we finally made it between the two outcroppings. And you really come here for the isolation. There is a highway down here which is on the other side of the dry lake. There's a car.
127.
And if you look really closely, you can find our trailer. There we are. And looking to the east is this valley between these two hills.
So there's wind here at the top of one of the Silurian Hills, and our trailer is off in the distance that way, about 1.25 miles. And it's just a beautiful day here in the Silurian Dry Lake Bed.
What Bernadette didn't point out, of course, is that we hiked to the tallest mountain in the area. With the exception of all the other mountains in the area, this is the tallest. So this whole lake bed is this sort of dried mud, which is actually very firm to walk on, very firm to drive on. But obviously before we got here, one of the things we were really concerned about was making sure we weren't here during any rainstorms or any downpours. Because obviously the dry lake bed would become a not dry lake bed. As it turns out, the weather, there was a storm moving down, but the weather was going to hold, and so we basically decided this was our spot. If you want to visit the dry lake, it's very simple. You go to Baker, California, head up the Highway 127 towards Death Valley. About 19 miles, you'll see the lake off on your right. And there are a couple of access points where people have driven over, but the truth is you can just drive right off the highway and onto the dry lake bed.